Meet Sarah, a hardworking young professional with big dreams of financial freedom. However, like many of us, Sarah sometimes struggles to find the motivation to stay on track with her financial goals. That's when she stumbled upon a book that changed everything, The Motivation Myth, by Jeff Haden. This book may not be specifically about finance, but it's packed with strategies to ignite that spark of motivation in every area of life. And yes, that includes our financial journey. So today, we're going to explore how The Motivation Myth can help us find that inner drive to conquer our financial goals. Before we embark on our journey to find financial motivation, let's take a moment to understand why it's so crucial. Financial motivation is like the compass that guides us through the ups and downs of our financial journey. It's that burning desire that propels us to set goals, make sound financial decisions, and stay committed to our financial plan even when the going gets tough. Without motivation, we may find ourselves lost in the sea of financial uncertainties, unable to make progress towards our goals. However, with the insights from The Motivation Myth, we'll learn how to harness that inner fire and propel ourselves towards financial success. The book, The Motivation Myth, delves into the science of motivation and highlights that true motivation comes from within. External factors like material rewards or pressure from others might create short-term bursts of motivation, but they are unlikely to sustain our commitment to long-term financial goals. Instead, the book encourages us to discover our intrinsic motivators, the deeply rooted reasons that drive us to achieve financial freedom. Intrinsic motivation is deeply personal and can vary from person to person. For some, it could be the desire to provide a secure future for their family, while for others, it might be the freedom to pursue their passions without financial constraints. By understanding our unique intrinsic motivators, we can tap into a source of unwavering motivation that keeps us focused on our financial journey, even during challenging times. Now, let's address a common myth, the idea of waiting for motivation to strike. We've all been there, right? Waiting for that magical moment when we suddenly feel energized and ready to tackle our financial challenges. Well, guess what? That magical moment might never come. According to The Motivation Myth, the secret is to take action before motivation strikes. Yes, you heard that right. By taking small steps towards our financial goals, we generate motivation along the way. Starting small creates a positive feedback loop, boosting our confidence and driving us to take even more significant steps. Let's break it down. Imagine Sarah wants to save for a dream vacation. She's been waiting for that burst of motivation to start saving, but it never comes. Instead, she decides to take a small step, setting up an automatic transfer of a modest amount from her paycheck to a dedicated savings account. As the weeks go by, she starts to see her savings grow. That progress sparks a sense of accomplishment and a growing desire to save even more. Sarah doesn't have to wait for motivation, she created it through action. By breaking our financial goals into smaller, manageable steps, we can create a sense of achievement at each milestone. Whether it's paying off a credit card, saving for an emergency fund, or investing in retirement, each step forward fuels our motivation to keep going. So, let's banish the myth of waiting for motivation and start taking those small but mighty financial steps today. Now that we know the importance of taking action, let's focus on setting clear and meaningful financial goals. Think of goals as the lighthouse that guides our financial journey. The Motivation Myth advises us to set specific and personally significant financial goals. When our goals align with our values and aspirations, they become powerful sources of intrinsic motivation. So, let's sit down, grab a pen, and map out those clear, specific financial goals that light up our path to success. Setting clear financial goals involves being specific about what we want to achieve, how much we want to accomplish, and by when. For example, saying, "I want to save money," is vague and lacks direction. Instead, setting a specific goal like, "I want to save $5,000 in the next 6 months to start my emergency fund," provides a clear target and a time frame for achievement. Meaningful goals connect with our emotions and inspire us to take action. They reflect our deepest desires, dreams, and values. Ask yourself, why do I want to achieve this financial goal? The answer could be to feel financially secure and reduce stress. That emotional connection reinforces our commitment and motivation to stay on track. Remember, the journey towards our financial goals may have twists and turns, but with clear and meaningful objectives, we'll have the compass we need to navigate the challenges and make steady progress. Habits, the secret sauce to staying on track with our financial goals. As The Motivation Myth suggests, habits are like autopilot for our actions. The book teaches us that building positive financial habits can replace the need for constant motivation. Imagine if saving, budgeting, and investing became second nature to us. So, let's start small, build those positive financial habits, and watch as they lead us consistently towards our goals. When it comes to habits, the key is consistency. Repetition turns actions into habits that require less mental effort and willpower over time. Let's take the example of budgeting, a fundamental financial habit. Initially, it may feel challenging to track expenses and stick to a budget. However, as we consistently follow the budgeting process, it becomes a routine part of our financial management. The book shares powerful insights on habit formation. It emphasizes that starting with small, achievable changes in our daily routines makes building habits more manageable. Instead of trying to overhaul our entire financial life overnight, let's focus on one positive habit at a time. Once that habit is firmly established, we can move on to the next one. Creating visual cues and reminders can also reinforce our positive financial habits. For example, if our goal is to invest regularly, setting up automatic contributions to our investment account serves as a visual reminder of our commitment to building wealth. By nurturing these positive financial habits, we create a solid foundation for consistent progress. As our habits become ingrained, they become the wind beneath our wings, propelling us closer to our financial aspirations. Now, let's face it, the financial journey isn't always smooth sailing. We may encounter setbacks, financial stress, or external influences that test our resolve. But here's the good news: the motivation myth equips us with strategies to overcome these challenges. When we stay resilient, we're prepared to face obstacles head-on and bounce back stronger. Remember, setbacks are a natural part of the process, and with the right mindset, we can conquer them all. The book highlights the power of reframing our perspectives during challenging times. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, we can see them as valuable learning opportunities. When we encounter a financial setback, let's ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this knowledge to make better financial decisions in the future? Staying connected with a supportive community can also bolster our resilience. Whether it's family, friends, or online financial communities, sharing our experiences and seeking advice from others can provide valuable encouragement during difficult moments. Finally, being adaptable and open to adjusting our financial plans can be a game changer. Life is unpredictable, and our financial goals may evolve over time. Embracing flexibility allows us to pivot and chart a new course when necessary, all while staying focused on our long-term vision. As we near the end of our journey, let's celebrate one vital concept: progress, not perfection. It's essential to recognize and appreciate our achievements, no matter how small they may seem. According to the motivation myth, focusing on progress boosts our motivation and fuels our determination to keep going. So, let's celebrate each milestone, embrace our progress, and use it as fuel for the rest of our financial journey. The book emphasizes that financial success is not about achieving perfection or comparing ourselves to others. Our financial journey is unique, and the progress we make is a reflection of our efforts and dedication. By recognizing our achievements, no matter how small, we build self-confidence and reinforce our commitment to staying motivated. Each step we take on our financial path, whether it's paying off a debt or saving a little more each month, brings us closer to our goals. Instead of dwelling on what we haven't yet accomplished, let's acknowledge how far we've come and use that sense of accomplishment to inspire us towards the next milestone. In conclusion, finding financial motivation isn't a magical formula, but rather a combination of understanding our intrinsic motivators, taking consistent action, setting meaningful goals, building positive habits, staying resilient, and embracing progress along the way. With the motivation myth as our guide, we have the tools we need to ignite that inner fire and achieve financial success. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. Until next time, keep that motivation burning bright, and let's soar towards our financial dreams together. Before we go, remember that this video is for educational purposes only. We're not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as financial advice. Please consult with a qualified financial professional for personalized guidance.